last week, I think I had the most unproductive week of my life. And I have so many upcoming GCSE exams. I already did some GCSE exams. And last week, I just felt so tired. I felt so dizzy in a way because of anxiety or whatever. And I couldn't focus for long. Like periods of time, for example, I could only study like an hour a day. And that includes like those short 10-minute study sessions. Like, even though I still managed to, all my exams I've done so far, I literally did good in them. I wrote everything I needed to know on those pieces of paper. However, the feeling of guilt sometimes, for some people, including me, when you don't study a productive day, is so much. Well, guess what? I might have had an unproductive week last week. However, the past 3 days in this week, these have been the most productive days of this month. I managed to do so much today, so much yesterday, and so much the day before. I've been managing to study so much. Now, I'm going to say a couple of things. I was feeling so tired, and, well, the climate in my country is quite hot, so I was feeling quite hot today. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to take a warm shower. Why warm? Because when you get out of the shower, your body is cooled down completely. So you're kind of basically when you're at warm body temperature, your body tries to cool you down. So basically do a shower and it kind of it's weird, but try, trust me. Anyways, or if you're tired but your climate is normal, then take a really cold shower. But anyways, you have to know, okay, if you feel unproductive, sloppy, you feel rubbish, do not get guilty, because when you get guilty, don't think about what will happen, what will your grade be like. Just think of the present moment. See what you can do right now. I suggest, well, unless you've been lying in your bed all day, I feel to a certain extent you should take a break. Of course, take breaks. However, if you haven't been really taking breaks right now, take a 20-minute break. Okay. Anyways, if you have been taking breaks and it's not working, what I want you to do right now, go to the shower. After the shower, drink a herbal tea. Especially during this time, caffeine might not always work for me. It's kind of counterproductive. I feel more stressed when I have caffeine. Okay, next, what you have to do is get up to your desk, not your bed. Get to your desk and plan what you're going to do in your study session and how you're going to study. What method, for example, flashcards, past papers, whatever, right? Now, next thing, I want you to, I want you to start studying. Listen to a comforting playlist. I have one in the description if you want. I like to listen to Nintendo music and game music or whatever, because it just helps so much. It's so calming and so peaceful, so I send it in the description. Now, the next thing I want you to do is perhaps do 20 minutes studying, then a 5 minutes break. Or if you're feeling, maybe give it a try. Try doing 50 minutes and then a short break. And as well, you need to make sure you're hydrated or whatever. But that's small things. But do make sure you're hydrated. Because I used to not drink a lot of water and I would just feel so bad all the time. Now I'm studying effectively. Okay, think about it. what's the difference between a person that studies 10 hours, but how do they study? They write notes. And what's the difference between a person that studies like 2 to 3 hours a day, but they do flashcards and past papers, and they mark the past papers? Well, the second person is most likely to score high in that test, because the thing is, right, writing notes for 10 hours, okay, 10 hours seems impressive or whatever, and you have like physical evidence that you apparently did a lot. However, your brain doesn't really retain that very well, and there's of course scientific evidence to prove this. However, when you do active recall by flashcards, past papers, by the way, doing past papers is literally giving what the examiner wants, right? Past papers, I mean, it depends on your exam board. I mean, for GCSEs, IB, and A levels, those exist, but maybe you're not doing any official exams yet. But anyways, you just gotta see. Yeah, what else? I think that's all, but you need to, like, also turn off your phone before studying. Like, you have, and as well, I want you to make sure you call at least a friend once a day. Try and make that time to call a friend. Do not, of course, spend all day, but maybe, like, I guess different times of the day people feel productive. For me, I only feel productive in the morning and late night, which is kind of the worst combo, but it's okay. So I feel so tired in the afternoon, so that I can't study. So what I do basically is call my friend for an hour, just talking about life forever, and it makes me feel so happy. What I also like to do is call my friend while I was walking. Also, if you can, try and socialize a tiny bit, like a bit, you know? Like, if your parents allow you. If you have strict parents, then most likely you can't socialize on exam time. But if you can't, then at least go for a walk and call your friend. And that's enough of me yapping. Good luck in your studies, and just literally follow my advice. Shower, get that herbal tea, just go to your desk right now. Like, everything will be okay. This is temporary. Think about it. Just don't worry about your grade. Just think of what you can do in the present at this moment. Like, all you can do is your best. And honestly, like, do not put all this pressure on yourself, because it's unnecessary. Come on, let's be serious. Stress is quite silly, so just get yourself together.